January 2025 will forever be remembered as a time of tragedy for Los Angeles. A raging wildfire swept across the city and its outskirts, destroying over 20,000 acres of land, leaving thousands homeless and causing heartbreaking loss of life. This disaster has sparked widespread concern and urgent questions. What caused such a massive wildfire? Could it have been avoided? And what lessons can we learn from it? To understand the cause of this catastrophe, we need to look at the bigger picture. Southern California has been battling severe drought conditions for years, but 2025 brought an unprecedented challenge. The region experienced over 8 months without measurable rainfall. Rivers dried up, reservoirs dropped to record lows, and vegetation across the state turned into highly flammable tinder. This was the perfect storm waiting for a spark. However, the drought alone wasn't the only culprit. The infamous Santa Ana winds, which are common in Southern California, played a significant role. This year, these winds were stronger and more erratic than ever, with gusts reaching up to 100 miles per hour. These powerful winds acted as a bellows, rapidly spreading the fire across vast areas and making it nearly impossible for firefighters to control the flames. Adding to this perfect storm was the impact of climate change. Scientists have long warned about the intensification of extreme weather events due to global warming. Rising temperatures have extended the fire season in California, while sudden shifts between dry and wet periods, known as weather whiplash, have created dense vegetation that dries out and becomes fuel for wildfires. In 2025, these conditions reached a critical point. Investigations are also underway to determine the specific spark that ignited the blaze. Early reports suggest that human activity may have played a role, whether through negligence such as an unextinguished campfire or more sinister causes like arson. Authorities are leaving no stone unturned in finding out how this fire started, but it's clear that the underlying factors, drought, wind, and climate, were already setting the stage for disaster. The consequences of this fire have been devastating. Thousands of homes have been reduced to ashes, leaving families with nothing but memories of what they lost. Entire communities have been displaced, and the cost of rebuilding is expected to exceed $150 billion. Beyond the economic toll, the emotional and psychological scars of this tragedy will linger for years to come. Residents who narrowly escaped the flames tell harrowing stories of chaos, fear, and loss. But this tragedy is also a sobering reminder of the urgent need for action. Experts are calling for immediate measures to mitigate future disasters. These include better land management practices, stricter regulations to prevent human-caused fires, and significant investments in renewable energy to combat climate change. We also need to rethink urban planning, ensuring that new developments are built with fire resistance in mind. As Los Angeles begins the long process of recovery, communities are coming together to support each other. Volunteers, aid organizations, and local governments are working tirelessly to provide shelter, food, and emotional support to those affected. Rebuilding will take time, but the resilience of the people of Los Angeles is a beacon of hope in this dark time. The 2025 Los Angeles wildfire is not just a story of destruction, it is a warning of what can happen if we continue to ignore the signs of a warming planet. It challenges us to take responsibility, to change the way we interact with the environment, and to prepare for a future where such events may become more frequent. The fire may have destroyed homes, but it also ignited a fire within us to fight for a better future. The question now is, will we rise to the challenge?